Hi, and welcome to today's practice. Today we'll be going through a little slow flow that I like to use as a little moving meditation for when I'm super in my head, and it serves me to get out of my head and more into my body, and I hope it helps you too. If you want to put any music on that you like, or light an incense or a candle, feel free to do so, whatever makes you feel the most comfortable. And to get started, find the most comfortable position for you. Today I'm going to sit up on a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can use a rolled up blanket or towel or a block or pillow. And whenever you find your comfortable position, I invite you to close your eyes down. Find a nice tall spine. If you're sitting up, you can always lie down as well. Allow your hands to rest wherever feels most comfortable for you. And just slowly start to observe your breath, watching as it enters and exits your body. Not judging or controlling it, but just watching. Perhaps it's entering through your nose or your mouth. Wherever you are, however your breath is moving throughout you, I invite you to place one hand over your belly and the other over your heart, just to physically connect your body and your breath. And as you inhale, really letting your belly button press out in front of you. And as you exhale, allow the belly to come inwards. Really filling the space of your body with your breath. And with each breath that you draw in, try to bring a little bit more air in, filling up the diaphragm just a little bit more. And as you exhale, try to let go of one extra millimeter of air. I don't know. Just noticing, once again, where the breath is moving. And at this point, I invite you to take 3 cleansing breaths with me, fully emptying it out on the exhale. And on the next inhale, inhale into every corner of your body. And exhale, sigh or just release it out. Once again, inhaling deeply, deeply, deeply. And exhale, sigh or let it out. Once again, just like that, breathing in from your toes up to your nose. And exhale, release. Let's take one more full breath in together for Om. Inhale. Returning to your natural rhythm of breath, noticing the vibrations that are moving throughout you. And subtly allow the hands to rest over the knees, perhaps feeling the warmth that your hands have brought there. And at this point, before we begin our movement, I invite you to give a moment of gratitude to your body, your breath, and to yourself for bringing you here today. And whenever you're ready, we can keep your eyes closed or butterfly the eyes open. We'll start to draw some circles with the torso, leading with the heart. As you inhale, press the chest forward. And as you exhale, moving back over the pelvis. You can come off of the bolster or stay seated there, whatever feels best. Really exaggerating that movement through the chest, feeling the articulation of the spine. And we'll switch directions. I like to keep my eyes closed just to really feel where this movement is tapping into in my body. And then whenever you're ready, find the neutral spine again and perhaps changing the cross of the legs. We'll just go through some seated cat-cows. So on the inhale, bring the heart forward, maybe releasing your chin up to the sky, drawing your shoulders back and down. And on the exhale, tilting onto the pelvis. And we're going to use our knees here to accentuate this stretch through the upper back, rounding the back. And inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And exhale back. One last time. And inhale back through center. This time, reaching the arms up to the sky. Really feeling your fingertips reach up. Up, 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 and drop the shoulders down. As you drop your shoulders down, continue to feel the reach through your fingertips. Maybe a really strong feeling in your biceps and triceps and wrists and every aspect of your arms and hands. Reaching, 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 keeping those shoulders down. We'll take one full breath here, perhaps looking up to the fingers. And on the exhale, we'll drop your right hand down to the earth. You can always come off of the bolster at any point. But while your right hand is down, wherever it meets the earth, keep your left fingertips strong and reaching up to the sky. At the same time, release your right ear down towards the right shoulder. And if you feel called to, you can tilt your chin down and tilt your chin up. Still feeling the strength moving through the left fingertips, as well as a nice side body stretch on the left. We'll take one full breath here. And on the next inhale, we'll press up, switching hands. Woo, my left hand is tired. And we'll continue that reach through the right fingertips this time as we move over to the other side. Letting the left arm rest, letting the left ear move around. Keeping that strength through the right arm. And one full breath here. And on the next inhale, pressing back up, bringing both hands to the top, reaching the fingertips up once again. And on the exhale, we will interlace our fingers to press your palms towards the screen. And I like to do a little movement here. And then you can also do some waves for a little wrist stretch. And then bring your palms together and just do a little circular motion with the fingertips. I just had a brain typo. Anyways, beautiful. Just slinky the wrists around, perhaps making some circles with the wrists here. I love to give the wrists lots of love. And then, in your own time, whenever you're ready, actually, it's okay. And we'll move into some windshield wipers here for some hip mobility. So you can bring your feet mat's distance apart and gently drop your knees to one side, gazing to the other. You can close your eyes for this as well. Just kind of feeling into the hips. Beautiful. And the next time your knees come over to the right, sit your hips up nice and tall. We'll reach our hands up. Once again, feeling that nice strength through the fingertips, through the biceps, triceps, elbows, everything. Big inhale here, and then on the exhale, releasing left hand down this time. And we'll release the straightness of our right arm to also reach where the left arm did. Wow, didn't really make sense, but it's okay. Both arms are reaching towards the front knee, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Anyways, we'll take a full inhale here, and on the exhale, release the right hand behind your right gluteus. And then inhale, press your hips up to the sky, reaching the left arm up as well. Whoa, big front of the hip stretch. Big inhale here, and exhale, lower the hips down. And we'll switch to the other side. So knees drop over to the left this time, and sitting up nice and tall. Reach your arms up to the sky, feeling that strength along from the shoulders up to the fingertips. Beautiful. Big inhale here, and then on the exhale, releasing the right hand now towards over your right shin. You can let the left hand also reach up and over, reaching towards where the right hand is for that nice side body stretch. Big inhale here, and on the exhale, plant your left hand behind your left hips and send your hips up to the sky with the right arm as well. Oh, big inhale here, and on the exhale, shift the hips down, come back to neutral. You can windshield wiper once or twice on each side just to feel good. I'm going to spin around because, yeah. And then we'll come into a nice long-legged fold. So you can untuck your hips if you'd like to sit up nice and tall. Feel free to sit up on the bolster as well. We'll just go through some spinal waves here. So inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Once again, feeling that strength along the fingertips. This time, really flex your toes. Maybe the heels perhaps will lift off of the mat. Feeling just strength and length along the whole body. Inhale here, and on the exhale, you can bend your knees, point your toes, fold over the legs, and gently wave back up. Strength. And fold, release. Flow through this 2 to 3 times until you find a point that you're ready to fold over the legs. Really let the knees bend. Pop a bolster under them or a block, and let your back round down. Let the back of your head spill forward. If you feel like you need to move, you can wave side to side and then find stillness as well. You won't be here for too long. Allowing each inhale to expand through the back body. And on the next inhale, prepare your body to move. But on the next exhale, gently walk your hands back up, resting your hands by your side. Maybe shifting side to side here. Taking away any props. And then gently walk your hands just a little bit back, behind the hips. So just come into a little cow back, release your head back down. Whenever you're ready, walk the feet in to walk your hands forward to come into a little toe sit. If this is too much, you can always put something underneath your knees or underneath your ankles. Just sit with it for a moment, feeling the stretch in the back of the feet. No plantar fasciitis here. You can close your eyes down. If at any point it's too much, you can always come down to sit on the feet. That's also can be challenging as well. So listen to your intuition. Beautiful. You're doing amazing. Whenever you're ready, you can come down off of the tuck toes just to lift up one knee at a time, stretching out the front of the foot this time. And whenever you're ready, you can walk your hands forward to rest in a child's pose. You can either keep your knees together or walk the knees out for a wide-legged child's pose. Figuring out which version you like best. Just taking one or two more full breaths here. If you'd like, you can bring your hands to prayer, bring the hands behind the head for a little tricep stretch. I like to come onto my fingertips, tent the fingertips up and release one elbow down and then the other. And whenever you're ready, on the next inhale, gently roll your spine up into tabletop. And at this point, you can keep your eyes closed, either tuck or untuck your toes and move through whichever natural movements you feel called to do. Slinky around. Cat-cow it. You might hear some cracks and crinkles of your body. That is totally normal and natural and beautiful. Oy. And whenever you feel like you've balanced it out, we'll come to do some barrel rolls, which is great for opening up the upper back. So bring your fingers looking towards one another with about 4 inches between them. And as you inhale, lower the chest down. And as you exhale, round the upper back. Maybe do 3 circles in each direction. Really, really nice. And the next time you come up, we'll come into a little puppy pose. So you can keep your toes untucked. I like to tuck my toes. We'll walk our hands all the way out in front of us until your forehead or chin release down to the mat. Feeling a nice upper back opening. Taking one more full breath here. On the exhale, slithering forward for Sphinx pose. Resting on the forearms. Letting the feet come nice and wide. And just splitting the neck. Do some natural circles or just hang down in the center. Really nice. And then we'll lean a little bit on our left hand, left forearm. Then inhale our right fingertips forward and up and back. Holy moly. Just 2 more circles until you reach back for that foot. Little quad stretch moment. Push your right foot back into the hand just for a little extra activation. Really nice. One more breath here. And exhale. Release it down. You can come onto the belly and windshield wiper the legs. And you can take your Right arm out to the side. Press your left hand next to your chest and release your right cheek down to the mat. And as you inhale, you can press the left foot back across the body. And with your left hand, either have it reached out in front of you or up above the head, or even to the small of your back for the full body stretch of your dreams, or my dreams at least. Full breath in here, and on the exhale, gently rolling back onto the belly. Windshield wipering again. And then whenever you're ready, switch sides, leaning on the right hand, right forearm, making 3 to 4 circles with the left hand, trying to keep the left hip bone pressing down onto the mat until you reach back for that foot and kick the foot into the hand for a nice quad stretch. Gently release on the next exhale, coming down to rest. Shake it out, shake it out. And whenever you're ready, extend left arm out to the side, left cheek to the mat, right hand by your side to kick the right foot back and over, choosing whichever arm variation feels good. Taking one more full breath here. And gently rolling onto the belly. Windshield wipering one last time. And then whenever you're ready, plant your hands next to your chest, tuck your toes, and send your hips up and back into downward facing dog. First one of the practice, so might feel a little sticky. Feel free to pedal out the feet or let the heels go to one side and then the other. Remembering to really press in through the thumb and the index finger to protect our beautiful and strong wrists. Let's do some waves here. So as you inhale, wave forward into a plank. We're going to pause here for a second. Look forward, enjoy the view. And as you exhale, bend your knees, send your hips up to the sky, and just flow through these motions 3 times in your own cycle of breath. Beautiful. The next time you come forward to high plank, you're going to stay here for 3 breaths. If at any point you want to bring your knees down, go for it. Just feeling a nice, strong core, really strong arms. Oh, big inhale and exhale. Send your hips up to the sky. Let us take one inhale together, and on the exhale, slowly walk your hands back towards your feet, coming into a ragdoll or whatever forward fold variation that feels called to you. I like to bend one knee and straighten the other. Oh. Let's do this all together. So bend your left knee, bring your left hand down to the mat, and inhale your right arm up to the sky. Perhaps the gaze goes there for a nice thoracic twist. Inhale here, and on the exhale, switch sides. Bending right knee, right hand down, left arm goes up. And on the exhale, switch. And whenever you're ready, let us take a full inhale. And on the exhale, slowly roll up to stand. Once you're here, close the eyes and just let your arms come out by your side. Feeling the earth beneath your feet. Taking a moment to pause, ground, and reconnect with your breath. Always feel welcome to bring your hands to your body at any point. And on the next inhale, let your shoulders rise up to your ears. On the exhale, roll them down. As you inhale, come up onto your tippy toes and tiptoe your way to the top of your mat. And then once you get to the top, release your heels down, open up your feet about hips distance apart. We'll just bring it around town, circling your hips, your torso, bending your knees as you do so. Just feeling nice and loosey-goosey, making figure eights perhaps with the hips. And whenever you feel even through both sides, come back up to a neutral spine at the top of your mat. And as you inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Once again, feeling your fingertips blasting off to the sun, letting the head fall back this time. And another inhale here, and as you exhale, send the hips back, perhaps micro-bending the knees and folding over the legs, releasing the head down. Inhale to halfway lift, and exhale, plant hands down, step your left foot back, and release your left knee down to the earth. Your bolster blocks might come in handy here to support you in this low lunge. Either staying here or flossing the hips, moving forward and back. For a little hamstring action. And the next time your hips come forward, tucking your left toes and inhaling the right arm back and your left fingertips forward for a little twist. You can release your right hand back towards your left thigh for a little twisty action, feeling hopefully open along the body. And then we'll reach our fingertips in opposite directions here, tucking the back toes to lift up our knee, feeling strength. Ooh, beautiful. Taking one full inhale here, and on the exhale, opening up into Warrior Two. With the right foot forward. And that this time, like we did at the beginning, feeling your fingertips press in opposite directions, feeling strength along the arms. Big inhale here. And exhale. Reverse warrior. And then as you exhale, we'll frame the right foot and heel toe the foot out to the side for a lizard lunge. Feeling free to keep the back knee lifted or down. I'm going to bring it down today. I'm going to untuck my toes and then bring both hands inside of the right knee. You can stay here, or you can use your bolster to rest over it. I'm going to press my right knee away for a little extra stretchiness. And if you want more quad stretching, you can reach your right hand back to reach for the left foot, kicking the foot into the hand once again. Beautiful. And on the exhale, release. Taking one or two more full breaths here. Taking a full inhale, and on the exhale, untucking your left toes to come into a wide-legged forward fold. Doing whichever variation of this you like best. Beautiful. And then whenever you're ready, walking the hands to frame the left foot, we're going to come into a half moon on the left side. So preparing however best you could do a little pyramid stretch action, and then reaching the left hand forward, either onto a block or prop or whatever it may be. And then inhaling the right hand up to the sky, letting the gaze go down or up. Option to grab onto the right foot. Whoa. Finding your drishti, of course. Taking a big inhale here, and on the exhale, micro bend the left knee to gently bring the right leg forward. Hug the right knee into your chest. Whoa, balancing is hard here. And then maybe letting the foot come down for a balance moment. And then bringing the right ankle, right ankle to left knee for a figure four stretch, feeling free to stay here if this is enough. You can bring your hands to prayer, or you can fold over left leg for an extra hip stretch, making sure to flex your right foot. And on the next inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, letting the right foot cross in front of the left for an extra hamstring stretch of the left leg, folding over. Whew. And then as you rise up, let the feet come back to neutral, rolling out the ankles if you need, doing a few hip circles. Perhaps going through a vinyasa if that's in your practice today. And then whenever you're ready, we will switch sides. So finding the top of your mat, grounding down through your feet, and as you inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, nice and tall, and exhale, send the hips back. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, send right foot back to let your knee come down to the ground. Coming into our low lunge here, of course, using whatever props you need. Staying here or flowing through that hamstring stretch. Beautiful. Maybe one or two more times until your hips reach forward. Tuck your right toes. Inhale the arms up and open your left arm back, reaching your right fingertips forward. Maybe the left hand goes towards that thigh. Taking one more full breath here. And as you exhale, tuck your right toes to come into warrior two. Once again, reaching those fingertips out to the side. Full breath in here. And reverse warrior on the exhale. Full inhale, and then as you exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame your right foot, heel toeing the left foot out to the side for our lizard lunge. So once again, knee can come down, prop can be used, or you can come onto the outside of the left foot, whatever you want. If you want to go for that quad stretch, reaching back with the left hand, kicking the foot into the hand, and then release. And whenever you're ready, on the next exhale, we'll plant both feet to come into our wide-legged forward folds. If inversions are calling to you, go for it. I really like to interlace my fingers and reach them up towards the head. And whenever you're ready, on the next exhale, slowly we'll come to frame our right foot coming into half moon on this side. So if you need a prop or anything at all, don't hesitate to reach there with your right hand, opening up the left hip to reach your arm up to the sky, finding your drishti, feeling the strength and length of your body. Beautiful. One more full breath here, and on the exhale, bending that right knee a little bit so that you can slowly bring the left leg forward, coming into our figure four stretch. So left knee over right knee, left foot over right knee, and staying here, or folding over the right leg, flexing that left foot. Halfway lifting, I forgot to do that, whoopsie. And on the next exhale, bending that right knee to release the left foot in front for that beautiful hamstring stretch of the right leg. And you can release the legs back down and slowly roll up, doing whatever movements or motion, vinyasa or hip circles you need to feel complete. And then whenever you're ready, inhale the arms up to the sky one last time. And as you exhale, open up the feet nice and wide. Bring your hands into prayer and gently lower the hips down for a beautiful little malasana squat. Feeling free to, rock side to side. Taking a full breath with a nice open chest. And as you exhale, release the hips down to the earth. Just for an inhale, you can bring your hands in front of the front of the chins to open up that chest one last time. And as you exhale, slowly and controlled, lower your back down on to the mat. Beautiful. And you can walk your feet into your body. Bring the heels nice and close. We'll just flow through 3 rolling bridges here. So as you inhale, press your hips up to the sky. And as you exhale, lower down. If you'd like, you can reach your hands up as you press your hips up. And then the next time that your hips are up, you have a few options here. You can interlace hands underneath the back to open up the chest a little bit more. Or if you have a prop nearby that you'd like to rest underneath the hips, that's what I'm going to do. And if you're doing that, you can keep the knees bent or knock the knees towards one another. Butterfly legs is an option, or extending the legs long. Whichever option you choose will be here for a moment. You can always change it as well. Just starting to wind down, finding your breath again. Taking 3 more full breaths wherever you are. Whenever you're ready, if you have your legs long, slowly walking them in towards the body, to gently press the hips up and maybe moving your prop underneath the knees. And not yet hugging the knees into the chest, just letting the body be still for a moment. And whenever you're ready, you can hug your knees into the chest, slowly rocking side to side, perhaps making circles with the legs. And then extend your right leg to be long, hugging the left knee into your chest. To then gently twist over to the right, maybe extending the left leg, left arm out to the side. Just for a moment here, settling down and slowing down, and then gently returning onto your back. So then switch sides, hugging right knee into your chest. Then twist over to the left. And then whenever you're ready, rolling onto your back. And at this point, if your body is asking for any final movements before settling into Shavasana, feel free to do so. And once you feel prepared for your final resting pose, I'm going to leave you here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please stay in your restful Shavasana for as long as you need. It was an absolute pleasure. And yeah, thank you and enjoy.